Good morning, y'all. I want to talk to y'all real quick about priorities and prioritizing God and His business in our lives. So, the other day, I was sitting in church and I had a revelation, right? I heard God say so clearly, you prioritize soccer practice. You make sure that 4 days out of the week, your kids are at soccer practice, two different children. And on Saturdays, you're up early for games. But are you making sure that every day you're spending quality time with me? Are you prioritizing teaching your children about me? Are you spending time in the things that I have set before you and prioritizing them the way you're prioritizing everything else in your life? And I was like, ooh, that hit me, y'all, in the secret place, right? I had to really think about that. And I was not in a great place to think about it because I was sitting in church and something the pastor said triggered that. So I had to make a note of it real quick so that I could come back to it later and think about it. And it really I still hear it. Like, I was going home and I still felt it. Like, that soccer practice. That's really where it hit me, because my kids have soccer practice 4 days a week and games 2 days a week, two different kids. And I'm running for that, and I'm making sure we're on time. We have things packed. I'm making sure that uniforms are washed for two different games during the week. And I'm doing all these things to make sure they get that. But am I making sure that we're diving into those scriptures every week? Because I do a scripture every week with my kids. Right now we're doing one all month long because we're doing the Psalms 23. Before we did the Lord's Prayer, so we gave that a whole 4 weeks because that's a lot to remember for kids. But am I prioritizing God? Yes, I say my morning prayer and I'm doing my morning scripture, but am I really just digging deep and spending time with Him? Am I making that a priority? So as I strive to make that a priority for me, I want to ask you, are you prioritizing God? Are you making sure that you are spending that time with Him? And are you doing your prioritizing of Him the same way that you're doing it for everything else in your life? We make sure we get up on time for work and we get in the door to work within a timely manner, right? But are we making sure that we're getting up and spending time with God? We make sure that we go to the grocery store and we have everything we need to cook dinner or to prep lunches for the week. But are we making sure that we're talking to God and seeking Him? That was just a moment for me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it ain't y'all. Maybe he didn't want me to share that with y'all. I know he did. But maybe you feel like it wasn't for you. Maybe it was for somebody else. But if it's for you, let me know in the comments. Are you prioritizing God? And if you are, how about you give us some tips on how you keep God a priority in your life? Because I'm going to share some tips with you that I have later on this week. Y'all have a blessed day.